Ramsey. Chief Ramsey, I guess the first question I have for you is, how would one even try to get control of the situation so that the House and the Senate can resume their constitutional duty that has to happen today according to law?
Well, I mean, they're going to need to get reinforcements, no question about that. Start by clearing the outside, get the people outside away from the building, get that secured, and the ones inside, you got to force them out. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. You cannot allow this to continue. They're overwhelmed right now. There are MOUs that are in place with both Metropolitan Police, Park Police, the National Capital Region, agencies from both Virginia as well as Maryland. I don't know who they're calling. I'm trying to reach out now to get more information, but they need to bring in a lot more resources and get this thing settled down, get it cleared out. And it's time for them to just get people cleared out of there. It's not going to look pretty, but they got to get it done.
Well, they are telling members of Congress to shelter in place. They are evacuating members of the House and Senate from doing their constitutionally prescribed duties. There are fights. There are people breaching police lines. There are people climbing up walls. Have you ever seen anything like this?
No, and I don't think anybody else has either. In fact, I know they haven't, not in the United States. I mean, maybe in some third world country. But, you know, here you got a situation where the president's stirring the pot. He's got his allies in there. They have unleashed something that they cannot control, and they need to understand that. Now, control can be regained, and again, I'm telling you now, it's not going to be pretty. And if I was there, I guarantee you, we would do whatever we had to do to get them the hell out of there. But, you know, it never should have gotten this far. Never should have gotten this far.
President Trump he tweeted a comment, not what I think you would want if you were the police chief right now. He wrote, "Please support our Capitol Police and law enforcement. They are truly on the side of our country. Stay peaceful." It's odd that he said stay peaceful, given the fact that this crowd is not peaceful. So there's no way that they could stay peaceful. They have already stormed the Capitol. What would you want President Trump to tweet right now to de-escalate
What I want the president to do is shut the hell up and get out of the way. I mean, the guy is he's like cancer. You know, how much more can you give me? You know, at some point in time, if he's not going to do the right thing and tell him to get the hell out of the Capitol and act like they've got some sense, then just shut up. He stirred him up. He got this whole thing going. This is as close to a coup attempt as this country has ever seen. That's what you're looking at, folks. That is what you're looking at. And it's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And a lot of people are responsible for this.
Well, absolutely. This is sedition. We have been saying this now for weeks. This is sedition. This is attempting to undermine the rule of law through use of force.
They've done it.
And
they're not attempting. They have done it.
Right. Is there any way President
Trump... I mean, this is crazy.
Go ahead.
They got to gain control. They got to gain control quickly, or it's going to get worse. This is not even nightfall yet, and you still got to deal with that.
Right. You need to get them out. You need to get them out of there before night. Before night. That's an excellent observation.
It's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse.
But why haven't they? I mean, we knew this day was coming. We knew that President Trump likes to stir the pot. That's how you put it. I would say he likes to create stochastic terrorism. He likes to demonize and incentivize bad actions, right?
We knew the day was coming, but I don't think anybody could have anticipated that people would have gone this far to seriously overrun the United States Capitol. I just don't think, and I'm sure the Capitol Police had extra people on duty, went to 12-hour shifts, all days off canceled. You know, every department in that region has activated their emergency plans. But who could have anticipated this? I mean, I'm watching it, and it's like watching a bad B movie. I haven't seen anything like it. And if I seem a little upset, it's because I am. I mean, this is the United States of America. That's our United States Capitol.
No, I think we all feel this way.
To protect and defend it.
Well, I think we all feel that way. You might feel also something different because you were once the police chief of the Metropolitan Police Department here in D.C., and so this is in many ways, I would think, your worst nightmare and something that you worked very hard with all of your police officers to make sure never happened.
Exactly right. I mean, we had major demonstrations. If you remember back in the IMF World Bank days, I mean, we had major demonstrations in the city, and some of them got pretty close to losing it. But we never had anything even come close to coming this far. And again, they have to gain control. They take the gloves off and do what they got to do, but they got to get control and get that Capitol back.
The Capitol Police are asking for additional law enforcement assistance. I imagine that would be the Metropolitan Police Department. It would be the U.S. Secret Service, perhaps even the National Guard, U.S. Park Police, of course.
Park Police.
And what would you do? How do you clear it out? Obviously, people have a right to peaceably protest. That's not what this is, because they have stormed the Capitol and stopped congressional action. I don't know that anything like this has happened since the days of the Vietnam War, frankly, when protesters for the Vietnam War used to go in